Hello everybody, Kanisha the creator here, and I am here today to review Degrassi season 10 episode. Which episode's just here? 10. Season 10 episode 10. Ironic. Now I bet y'all like, why ain't you reviewing part 1? I'm not rewatching part 1. So I'm just going to review part 2. Now, here's how the episode goes. Sam decides he wants to steal his dad's truck and decides that the only way he's possibly going to get away with that is to distract his father by giving him and his mother tickets to see some dancing. And then he will bring the truck back after the concert before they even notice it's gone. There's a problem with that, but I will talk about that later. Next, that happens in this is Jenna is taking some pills that is supposed to help her lose weight. Allie warns Jenna about these pills, saying they have bad side effects. Fiona reveals her new pet pig and brings it to school. Sam gives the tickets to his parents. Sam's parents take the tickets. His dad is a little skeptical about the tickets, thinking he's trying to pull a fast one. But Sam reassures them that he isn't, which is a lie. His mom gives him the benefit of the doubt, which convinces his dad. Sam takes the truck with Adam and Ellie, but at first he feels like he is taking advantage of his parents' trust. But he decides to go anyway. Adam, Sav, and Ellie go to the concert and are rocking out. While they were riding in the truck, Sav is trying to go home quick, drop everybody off and go home quickly. He gets pulled over by the cops, and the cops reveal that this truck was reported stolen. Oops. Now we go back to school, where the cheerleaders are practicing a new pyramid. But Jenna starts feeling the effects of the pills and starts, farting. And then she runs to the bathroom. Back at Fiona's place, the pig has made a complete mess of the house. Holly J apologizes to Fiona about being too busy and promises to make more time with her. Fiona realizes her therapist is right and decides to get rid of the pig, and decides she also needs to try and make time. She also needs to try and be able to handle just being by herself instead of always being surrounded by somebody. Back at school, Jenna is exiting out of the school where she meets Casey. Jenna reveals that she was taking some pills to lose her weight. Casey doesn't understand this because he said he didn't think of her as fat, which is why he compliments her. And It's all cute and romantic and whatnot. I will give you the benefit of the doubt and tell you, Casey and Jenna's relationship is okay. I don't care about relationships anymore in Degrassi. I have lost all. I've lived. I've lost all feelings for relationships in Degrassi. Like, y'all know how it's gonna end. No relationship is forever in this dang show. I'd like you to prove to me one relationship stays forever in the show. And do not mention the version that's on Netflix, Next Class. Do not mention that, cause that does not count. I mean, in this show, in general, cause every relationship keeps getting pulverized. That's why I care about zero relationships in Degrassi. I don't even care if there's a romantic moment most of the time. I just be like, oh, that's kind of cute. Whatever. That's just it. I just say, oh, it's cute. That's it. Whatever. They have ruined some of my favorite characters. They have ruined Emma. They have ruined... I didn't even really like Ashley that much. They ruined Spinner. I promise you, I thought Spinner was a bad boy, but he was not that bad. They tried to make him super bad. So, I didn't really like Craig, but they really overdid Craig.
Right.
They overdid him. They overdid. They overdid. They did so many of these characters dirty. Ollie and Sav, they were cute together, but Sav, you need to grow a backbone. You need to grow a freaking backbone. Who cares what your parents think? If you want to be with her, be with her. Who cares? Stop doing all the secrecy stuff. That's why I'm glad she finally dumped him and was like, you know what? Our relationship just can never be. But I just swear a dime, a nickel, maybe all the quarters in the world. I mean, maybe all the coins in the world. That they're going to have another plot where Sav and Ollie are going to get back together again. I swear on everything I know and love, they probably are going to do that again. And y'all probably like, nah, they won't do that again. Y'all lying to yourselves if y'all say that. Anyway, here's what happens. Sam Dad chews Sav out for stealing the truck. Sam reveals to his dad that obviously, listen, this is one thing I hate about Degrassi and many other teen shows. They'll always have this parent that expects too much from their child and puts too much pressure on them, and then they're like, well, why didn't you just tell me? I'd be slapping my face. Be doing this face palm, be thinking like, he did tell, or she did tell you a dozen times, you didn't listen. And like Sav has been saying this over and over and over again. He wants to be in music, but his dad is like, no. Music ain't really gonna get you anywhere. Music isn't like a real career. And I'm thinking to myself, yes it is. Have you not been watching? Have you not been living in this modern age? And you'd be like, well, this may be in a different timeline. No, it is not. It is like almost modern. It is pretty modern. It is pretty much modern, even though it takes place in like the 2000s. It is mostly modern. The musicians are still popular. TV producers, popular. TV newscasters, all these things that y'all would be like, you won't make a career out of that. Yes, they have made a career out of that. I don't even know where Sav's dad has been, because he ain't in the modern world, I'll tell you that for sure. But it's just a traditional parent. There's always the traditional parent who will always say this thing ain't a real career, which it is. And I just kind of hate how Sav's dad kind of is like, whatever, this stuff ain't pressure. You took advantage of my trust. You are not gonna swindle your way out of this by making this about me. But I'm like, dude, this actually is kind of about you, because really, the only reason you didn't let him borrow that truck is because you really do not trust him. Because really, There should have been no problem with him taking that truck and just going to a concert for one night. It's not like he said he was going to do it every night. No, it was only one night. And I get it, it was a school night. But he keeps up his grades and everything, so he should have been able to go out for one night. And it's not even like he was like, no, you're not going out there because, you might get influenced by other people and get drunk or anything. No, that wasn't why. It was because he just thinks that all that stuff is useless. Which it isn't, and he needs to have a life. He needs to do interesting things. He can't be cooped up in that house forever. Like, seriously, let him do other stuff. Huh. I didn't think I have that much to rant about this episode, but I guess I do. I'm glad they're giving Jenna more time to become an actual character, because at first she was just the girl that... What's her name? It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't remember her name. Man, I forgot it. I'll remember it later. But the girl that Casey was dating before, she was just a girl who was just trying to get Casey. It's gonna drive me crazy that I do not remember her name. Let me look it up. Hang on. I will be right back. I have to look up that girl's name because it's gonna drive me crazy if I don't remember that freaking girl's name. Darn it! I just saw a spoiler! I'm not going to tell you what the spoiler is, obviously. But still, dang it, I just saw a spoiler. Claire, thank you. Whew. Thank you, Claire. Anyway, it was just for, Claire to feel to just be jealous of. But I'm glad they're giving Jenna her own plot instead of just being the personal love triangle. So yeah, that's that. It's pretty good. Episode 10 was okay. I only had a few things to rant about. But trust me, probably next episode I'll have a lot more to rant about. And if y'all ask, yes, I'm going to watch all. How many seasons are there? 12? 15? I think there's 12. Is there? Hold on a minute. Let me look how many seasons there are. I am so sorry. This is my first time ever watching Degrassi, so I do not remember how many seasons there are. Let me look. Come back. No, not next class, next generation. Oh, there's 14 seasons. Okay, 14. Yes, I am watching all 14 and going to review every episode that I watch, no matter how bad it is. But let me tell you that I am probably going to be yelling, being like, I knew that character was going to do that. Why did I expect that character was going to do that? But at the same time, I was like, they wouldn't. But they did. This show, I am diverting my expectations. Anything can happen in this show. Anything. And let me tell you, the number one plot that I'm getting really sick of, that I just found a spoiler for. Every time the kids are in high school, one of the relationships seems normal and pure. Then somehow, stupidly, the girl gets pregnant. How many times? How many freaking times in Degrassi is a freaking girl in the relationship gonna get pregnant? Every time. They're in high school. Every time. It doesn't matter which generation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which generation of the school. It doesn't matter which year. Which class of the year. It doesn't matter. Every time the boy keeps getting the girl pregnant. And they be like, no, we use protection. Sometimes transportation doesn't always work. Yada 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 yada. We're not gonna pay attention to that. Yada yada yada. We got a false alarm. Maybe not. Whatever. Another plot I'm getting tired of is the reason why I don't care about relationships anymore is because either the person cheats on the person gets jealous all the time and does something stupid, or you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, oh brother. Or this is the worst of them all. Or a best friend keeps warning the person that the guy is a bad person, but the girl doesn't want to believe that person and tries to change the guy, but then realizes the guy can't be changed, and then they break up in a dramatic way that ends in like a freaking two-parter, and then they get back together the next season. Oh my gosh, do I hate this show so much. I thought I had nothing to rant about. I was wrong. This show freaking infuriates me to the very end. Like, seriously, how many times am I going to keep seeing this plot? Also, I'm also getting tired of this thing. So, they're in high school, right? And you know, they'll show drugs, alcohol, all that stuff. I'm getting tired of this thing where every time it just seems like a nice, normal character stupidly gets drunk, does something stupid, then the next day they get crazy. Oh, let me tell you about this. I was going to leave this out because, you know, I'm not on this episode anymore, but I gotta talk about this. So Emma comes back. Guess what? Her and Spinner get married. No, wait. Y'all won't believe what happens. So, they're having a fun night near Niagara Falls. Hold a minute, I gotta turn on the light. I can't be this dark in here. It can't be this dark in here. Anyway, let me get back here. Anyway, so this is the best part. They get drunk. They wake up in Spinner's bed. Emma is wearing a freaking wedding veil. They got married while they were drunk. If that doesn't explain the most cockaloony, craziest thing ever, I still don't care about their relationship. Can you believe this? Dude, what the heck? They got married while they were drunk. And then they have a real wedding and get married and decide they're going to be married for real. Jane tried to stop it, being like, this is all crazy, this is happening way too fast and everything. And this all happened because Spinner heard that she cheated on him. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. That was a lot though. This show was a lot. And I know I have more to rant about this show because this show was a lot. To be honest, I'm surprised that I am still wanting to watch this show because let me tell you that this show is a lot. The fact that I'm still watching this show is a surprise to me. It's a surprise to probably you. It is a surprise to everybody. It is crazy. Anyway, this show is crazy. Anyway, that's for my rant / review of episode 10 and a few feelings I have about episode 10. I'm sorry, I wanted to make this short because it was just supposed to be about the first episode, but I couldn't do it. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Sav is grounded for 2 months because of the whole truck thing, and Jenna finally decides to eat normal and stop taking those pills. So, happy ending, I guess. Kinda. I'm so sorry that I ranted so long. But I hope y'all don't hate me too much for this. Have a good day. Bye.